To all parents, none of us will bury our children. It's a very sad story, and sincerely speaking, I really felt for the parents of this particular lady. You see, Godwin and Felicia dated for like 5 years, and during this period, they were living together as couple. Now, as time goes on, the relationship went sour. The guy became abusive and possessive just because he was the one shooting the bills of the lady. And they started staying together at a very tender age. I think Felicia was like 80, while the guy should be like 20 when they decided to move in together. Now, when Felicia realized the relationship has gone bad, she took the decision to break away and moved out from the guy's house. She rented a house and started living her life. But the bitter boyfriend never left her alone. He kept on witch hunting her, tried to spy on her, kept on harassing her. And the two close friends of Felicia was able to trace Felicia to where she was staying. Unfortunately, the day he did that, there was a party going on in Felicia's compound, which made the crime more easy for him to commit. He was able to penetrate the crowd, and some sources said it was Felicia that allowed this young man into her house. According to the source, True Crime Daniel, the guy got into the house and maybe an argument came up. Nobody knew what happened behind the door. And in head of everything, this guy was able to bounce on this lady and killed her, almost cutting off her head. Hey, what a sad story. It was the same day in the evening this young man decided to go to this police station and presented himself and told the police that he has ended the life of his girlfriend Felicia. You see, this lady's story is, I don't know, it's very touching and will bring us to the topic living together with your fiance or your boyfriend for marriage. Is it really right or wrong? Just like the story of Felicia, you might be stuck in the relationship. When Felicia was trying to get out of the relationship, the guy did not let go. The guy ended up using this proverb that said, if I can't get you, no one else will. And the guy did it and ended her life. Now, so many people have reasons why they decide to live together before marriage. Some will tell you they think that because they want to be close to their partners, too forcible. While some will tell you they are testing the relationship. Some will even tell you it's because of financial issue. That's why they decided to move in with their boyfriends. Whatever reason you have, to me, the dangers in this state of yours is more than the advantages you get out of it. And it has been discovered that at least 50% of couples stay together before marriage. The first danger in living together as a couple before marriage is that you are at high risk of divorce. According to research, it has been discovered that at least 44% of couples that live together before marriage, out of the 44%, 32% ended up divorcing each other. And the simple logic is this. Now, when you start living together as couples before marriage, most of you have the mentality that, okay, if this relationship did not work, we would eventually move our separate ways. After that, even if you eventually tie the knot and you start staying together as husband and wife, the mentality you're carrying from when you're living together without getting married, you will still pass the mentality into when you get married. If such marriage ended up encountering a little problem, before you know it, both partner would finally decide that they should go their separate ways. Because you've been living together before marriage. So even living together after marriage, there is no difference. You still carry the same mentality. The second disadvantage of living together before marriage is that it causes what we call delay in bride price. As an African, before you can move a woman into your house, you're supposed to pay a bride price to a parent and to the property. But if a lady decides to move it with a man and start doing the duty of a wife, you're raising them as bed, you're cooking them as food, you're washing them as clothes, before you know it, the man will relax and feel, yes, I got this food at a cheaper rate. Now pay your bride price may be very, very difficult for the man. In fact, I can boldly say there are men in Africa that have not paid their wife's bride price, and some of those women have given birth to even grown-up children. You see, as a man, if you did not pay your wife's bride price, and maybe you are fortunate you have children that are girls, you don't have any right to collect bride price on those children, because if you do, what you're doing on your head is that you're breaking a curse to yourself. Since the woman that bore those children, you have not paid a bride price. So if you're that kind of man, please do the right thing, pay your wife's bride price, do the property, let the family bless you, and you move on with your life. The third danger in living together as a couple before marriage is that it may lead to several abortions. Now, in this aspect, the women are at the receiving end. You can imagine, and it's common among students. You see most students, especially the ladies, when they fall in love with a guy and they see that the guy is staying alone and the house is too, the next thing they leave their hostels and move in with the guy. You can imagine moving here with a guy and the guy sleeps with you, you will do the number wife duty, definitely you will get pregnant. And if you keep aborting and keep aborting and keep aborting, you are causing danger to yourself, to your body, and to your future. Such a man may end up not even getting married to you, because you can hardly see a man that will know that this lady has not several options, even if it is for him. He would move on with another decent lady out there. So you need to put yourself into consideration for it before making that decision of moving in with a guy before marriage. The next disadvantage of living together before marriage is that sort of it may end up becoming a wasted time. Now, if you live together with somebody and you did have to remember, you told yourself you're trying to test the relationship, you ought to see if the relationship will go well in marriage or not. Within a short period of time, you definitely give the guy what he wants. You give him sex, you cook his food, you wash his clothes, you clean his house, you do all the wife's duties. And at the long run, if this headed up not working out, what God will do for how long you can do that? It may be 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Within that time, you have wasted your valuable time on what ended up with nothing. And within that time, even if there are suitors around that wants to approach you, if there is a lady that is admiring you, if there's a guy that is looking at you as if I like this people, just because you have tied your life around that particular person, they will keep away from you. They will assume you're married. And at the long run, if things take off more kind, you need to start them. So that one alone is a disadvantage on its own. Moving in with the guy before you guys properly get married. Moving to my last point, it lowers your dignity as a woman. You see, when you move in with a guy, when you're not married to the guy, your dignity is being rubbished. You see, there's this saying that whatsoever you work for, you will value. And but if you don't work for it, you will not value it. Just to sit to watch. So, if eventually you're living with a man or a woman that you're not married to, what are you supposed to do? Now, it depends on how long you've been pregnant. If you have been living together for long and maybe just the extent that you guys have children together, the best thing you're supposed to do is to get married. You as the man, go and pay the right price of your wife and treat it property. If that is, it's not what is that to be a big thing. You can pay a bride price. From there, maybe you move to the courts. At least to the courts registration by Nigeria shipping like 25,000 something. You register for court under the property on the woman. And if you're very sure and you're both did with a guy, the best thing for you is to do the right thing, like packing out and separating your way. Because so that you will not waste your life in danger, you will not put your future in danger. If that guy loves you, if that woman loves you, even when you're staying apart, the relationship will still work and you can get married properly. If you find value in the situation I'm giving you today, do subscribe to this channel, like this video, and please like my Facebook page. I will appreciate you very much. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you this time. Bye.